Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nerdcast. It is Devin, broadcasting as always live from an undisclosed location in the center of Texas on a Tuesday evening. That's all I can say about it. It is definitely a Tuesday evening. How's everybody doing out there? I'm not gonna lie, I've had better days myself. Today was a bit of a bummer. But I persevere. We're dealing with some pretty crazy thunderstorms right now. A part of why I'm late tonight, lost power for a little bit, and I didn't want to get back online or turn my computer back on just for it to lose power again. So I waited until the bulk of it passed. So there is that. Yo, what's up, Vince? Welcome back to the stream. I would ask how you're doing, but I could see you just said doing good, so I'm happy to hear that. Happy to hear you're doing good. I'm playing Diablo 4 at the moment. Decided to get a month of Game Pass and see if I like the game or not. I think I have that game on... Where do I have it? Do I have it on the Epic? No, I have it on... Of course, I have it on whatever Blizzard's thing is, ArenaNet, which I never play. I think I have it on there. And I played it for a little bit, but I was quickly reminded that Diablo-style games are not my cup of tea. I completely forget that I have that too. All right, I'm gonna jump into Fallout. You also forget you have Last Epoch. I think I tried playing that before too and thought the exact same thing. I think so. I didn't forget that I have that. I think I just periodically oops, what the fuck? Periodically I'm like, do I like these types of games? Maybe I haven't given them a fair shot. And then I'll play it and then I'll be like, oh wait, I don't really care for these type of games. I'll probably do it with the next one too. Yeah, according to Steam, I last played the last epic on April 8th, 2024, and I played it for 13 minutes. So I figured out pretty quickly that it wasn't my forte. Yo, what's up, Wisp? How you doing tonight? Hope your night's treating you well. Welcome back. Hey, how's it going? Why did today suck? The power outage? No, so my last surviving grandma passed away. I was at work and my dad texted me saying that she had gotten pneumonia and was struggling and that they may take her off the respirator, and told me to give a couple of my aunts were with her. They've been taking care of her the whole while she's been in the nursing home. But he told me to call, so I did. Like, I left the office because I didn't want to like have that call and be like, well, I gotta go to a meeting or whatever like that. So I just left work for the rest of the day and I went home and I FaceTimed them. And when I FaceTimed them, it happened to be around a time when my grandma was awake. So I got to talk. I talked to my grandma. I was gonna say talk with, but I talked to her. She got the thing on her mouth, but her eyes were open. She could see me and all of that. And, I looked her in the eyes and told her that, I loved her and all that other sort of stuff. And, and it was rough. Like, I am the worst person in dealing with this kind of thing. Like, I've mentioned this on the stream before, I believe, like, infamously, the last two dogs that my mom owned, when she had to put them down, I didn't go because I just couldn't deal with that. And with Pippin, the fat old weenie dog, who I have immortalized on my shower curtain in my guest bedroom, or my guest bathroom rather, when it was his time, I made a concentrated effort to actually go there and be present for it. And that was the first time I did that with a pet, and it was tough. Like, I'm not good with that sort of thing at all. So, not to compare my grandma to like pet or anything, but just the act of being present for the passing of a loved one, it's tough. It's tough. It's not something, and I guess I'm not really special in that regard. I doubt there are people that are like, man, that's my specialty. It is my cup of tea to be involved in shit like that. Like, I doubt there are people out there like that. So I'm not special in that regard, but it was a tough situation to deal with for a bit today, and even still right now. So what the fuck the hell are you guys doing here? So that's why today was a bit of a bummer. Sorry to hear that. I'm sorry. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's so great. It's hard when people are ripped from you with no end of it. You have my condolences. And that's what I was thinking. Is like, for starters, she's 97. So she lived a very, very long, rich life. And like the past 10 years or so, she's been in that nursing home, and she's really toughed it out. Not very many people her age survived the nursing homes in the COVID period, but she did, and well beyond. So, and she got to be one of the very lucky, fortunate few who get to, pass away of old age with their loved ones surrounding them at their bedside. The fuck? Who are you? Gary? I feel bad using my gun. Maybe I'll just punch these guys. I don't know what's going on. Wait, this is Gary? Why is that guy yelling for you? He ran right past you. You're right here. What's going on in this vault? Wait, they're all called Gary? What the fuck is going on in this vault? Gary 33. As a kid, I was close to my dad's mom. Oh shit. Which Gary are you? Gary 32. As a kid, I was close to my dad's mom, but moved so much later on. Talked to her in 2005, a few days before she died. You called me during the Super Bowl, and I said, you're going to be 97 soon, and she said, I hope not. Died 6 days later. That combo still haunts me. My mom's mom died when I was 2, and I never met either grandfather. Damn, man. Sorry to hear that. That is kind of rough. What's going on with all these Garys? Is there ever a vault in this world that's just somewhat like normal? Dadgummit. My mom committed suicide by pills 13 years ago, and it haunts me for a lot of reasons. Jesus, guys. Sorry to hear that. How many other Garys are running around in here? Next Monday is a holiday, so no therapy talk. No talk therapy for me that week. Nerdcast, yo, what's up, Gabriel? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing tonight? I've never seen you go to the vault. This is the second vault I've been in. On mouse. I'm just kind of running around the map exploring now. This is the second vault. There's a guy.
Gary!
Whoa, there's a bunch of these guys. Gary 12. Gary 17.
Gary!
Gary 12. Gary 43. Gary 25. Gary 17. It's like that. What is it? Mickey 17 is the movie? It's like that sort of situation seems to be going on. Gary, yo, what's up, Taco? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? Any relation to Mickey 17? That's exactly what I was thinking too. So you to watch that? I enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Gary! Yeah! Gary!
I don't want to waste any of my ammo on these deranged vaulties, who all seem to be incapable of saying anything other than Gary.
Gary! Ha! Gary!
Where did he even come from? Ran from out of this room or something. A bobblehead in there. The inscription on the base reads nothing. It says pizzazz like winning smile. Your charisma has been permanently increased by 1. OP. My character is 2 OP now. Worked 6 days in a row, exhausted, lol. A lot of working, but hey, I guess better to be working than to not be working. Better to be Gary than not be Gary. I went from making 0 to making to a 2,200 a month take home. I'll take it. Ain't nothing to sneeze at. And you get that sick grocery store discount too? Yeah, for certain. Absolutely. Wish I had that discount, man. Although my dad has access to the military base commissary. So next time he goes by there, I'll just have him pick stuff up for me. Things tend to be cheaper at the commissary. Oza. Really? Is there any information to be found in here on why there's just a bunch of dudes yelling Gary at one another? Or is that just one of life's little mysteries? $90, any discount you get is good. Free Walmart plus 2. Laura, keep hers. Laura, keep hers. She was also talking Paramount for free. Oh, thanks for the gifted sub, Vince. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hell yeah. Hey, Lulu, what's up? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing tonight? Were both of your parents in the Air Force, Devin, or just your dad? It was just my dad. Dad was. So far, I'm kind of glad I didn't buy Diablo 4, but may end up buying Diablo 2 Resurrected. So, with Walmart Plus, you can either pick Talk or Paramount every 90 days. Okay, that's interesting. Not that I'll ever get... I don't think I'm ever going to get any other streaming service in the foreseeable future. I've got to cancel. Cancel some of what I have right now. Yo, Fat Sack Fails. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome. How are you doing tonight? I think this just leads me back to where I came from, or the entrance at least. The free delivery and scan and go are the biggest perks. I bet some of that was kind of cool though. You got to travel. My dad wasn't in the Air Force, but he worked with them a lot in Texas. Oh, it was awesome. Look, I grew up in Japan. I was raised on a tropical island in Japan for like my entire childhood. It was awesome. It was awesome. And that's why like every time I have a friend that's like, you know, talking about how bad their childhood was, I'm like, can't relate, bro. Can't relate. My childhood was actually pretty fucking sick. So yeah, for that, I will be very grateful for my dad's Air Force tenure. Howdy, I saw your post on Blue Sky randomly. Hell yeah. I knew there was a reason I kept posting that to Blue Sky. I don't post much to Blue Sky, but I do post whenever I'm live. Although on my other Blue Sky account, I'm going to start posting about the comic book a little bit more. Good playing Pokopia. Got some great news for father-in-law today. The hospital covered all his treatment and any treatment he needs for the next 6 months. Oh, hell yeah, that's awesome. What the hell? What hospital is that? That's a pretty sick-ass hospital, then. Also, the whole Gary thing is one of the Vault horror stories. I'm just trying to see if there's, like, a lore dump somewhere in here that I missed. I want to figure out what's going on. It's pretty clear it's like a horror story scenario with a bunch of dudes that all look alike, running around well, not really calling each other Gary, but just Gary seems to be the only thing they can say. If there is something in here about it, I'm not running into it. I saw Fallout, I clicked. Hell yeah. So I take it that means you're a big Fallout fan. It's a shame you hadn't come across my stream earlier because this is actually the first time I've been playing the series, but I'm pretty much at the end of that journey. I went backwards. I started off with Fallout 4 and then went to Fallout New Vegas and then went to Fallout 3. And I think I'm about wrapped up on Fallout 3. I got the main story to finish, but I did all the DLCs and stuff. Although I guess I could always do Fallout 2 and Fallout 1 if I want to go old school. I do own those on GOG. The hospital that nearly killed him because they dismissed me when I told them he was having a stroke. Still planning to sue them. Well, that's okay. Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Maybe they're not such a sick hospital. I forgot about that whole ordeal. Yeah, they're trying to skirt a lawsuit. Then is what's going on there. Love Fallout, big Bethesda fan in general. Likewise. When I started streaming, my channel really didn't start to like gain any regular viewers until I started playing Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall. And once I got obsessed with Daggerfall, that was like the end of it. Then it was like, oh, I need to play Oblivion. I need to play Skyrim. Well, I had already played oh wait, what the fuck? I haven't been here yet. I had already played, wait, I have been here, haven't I? I've been down here. I didn't know this was the cloning lab. Okay, well, I don't think I'm going to find much else. I had played Skyrim, but I hadn't played anything else before Skyrim at that point. So, started off with Daggerfall, got obsessed with that. Reluctantly played Morrowind. And, you know, I will say this. You know, I'm going to confess something. It's a shame that Toaster isn't here. Because so usually whenever I go to sleep, I listen to, like, white noise or something. rainfall or ambient music. On rare occasion, I'll listen to like an audiobook or something. I'll just have the volume down real low. Sometimes I've taken to listening to, there are some YouTube videos where it's just like 2 hours of, it was just like 2 hours of like someone explaining the lore of Morrowind, like all of like the religious lore of Morrowind. And I'll just listen to that and fall asleep. And it's interesting. Like, it is interesting. As much as I hate Morrowind, I do have some kind of appreciation for it. And the story, like the lore is really, really good. So I've taken to that. So that's all the cred I'll give Morrowind from all the hours of frustration that game has delivered to me. 3 will always be my favorite, then 76. I just can't get into MMO, so I'll probably never play 76. 1 and 2 don't play nice with modern Windows IMO. That's not surprising. There's a patch to make the classic games work better on modern computers. If you have the GOG versions, they're included. Oh, okay, awesome. I didn't know that. I do have the GOG versions. Yeah, I'll have to check that out on GOG. I own them on 3 platforms. They just like to give them out for free every now and then. Honestly, that's what started all of this with Bethesda and stuff. I remember when I was in high school and buying Next Generation magazines, you know, in the late 90s, there was like this big piece about an upcoming game called Daggerfall. And I remember looking at the screenshots in the magazine being like, oh man, this looks awesome. But I don't have a computer that can run it, so I'll probably never play it. So I didn't. But then randomly, like a few years ago, they were giving away Daggerfall for free on Steam. And I was like, oh, I remember that game from Next Generation. I could finally play it. I'm going to play it. And I got it for free. And then that just started this whole ass thing. Like, I would not be playing this game right now if I hadn't have grabbed Daggerfall for free. Because I just never had an interest in, I played the first 2 Fallouts in high school and they were fine, but I never saw anything about Fallout 3 and thought, oh, I need to play that. For whatever reason. Toaster streamed earlier. I think he fell asleep. That sounds accurate. Yes, good shit. Morrowind could use a remaster. That would be a tall order. You can't remaster Morrowind. That game is so old. You just have to remake it. You'd have to build it from scratch. OMG, I watch those to sleep sometimes, but the Pokemon ones. You listen to Pokemon lore videos while you go to sleep. I don't know why I'm laughing. That's every bit as legitimate as a fucking lore of Morrowind. The lore, amazing. The game, old funky cheese. Needs mods to be playable. I don't even know. Did I play? I don't think I played with any mods. The only thing I did was I cheated to give myself high speed so that I wasn't walking slow as shit everywhere. Because that's always what kept me from getting into the game, is the fact that the guy just moves so slow. And I just couldn't deal with that. So I cheated to give myself some speed so I could actually haul ass a little bit. And then that made the game more playable. But I don't think I had any. I played open Morrowind, so I could have modded the fuck out of it, but I don't think I did. Ever since they removed people being able to shoot you randomly in 76, it's been 1,000% better. That and most people play it as a solo game and ignore others. Casual helpers too. I think the game's underrated with the community. Fallout 76 is fun to play through once for the story. The writing is very good. I'm not a fan of multiplayer stuff, but you don't have to do too much of teaming up. Okay. I mean, that sounds exactly like how people describe accurately, I can say, Star Wars: The Old Republic, MMO that's not really an MMO, or does it need to be an MMO rather? Or Vega Factory. See, I'm just walking around on the map, just kind of uncovering these things now. Todd Howard recently said that they had to basically hack the RAM on the Xbox version of Morrowind to make it playable. Basically, it restarts the Xbox when it loads, lol. Honestly, I kind of miss the old days of game development where the hardware was so limiting that developers had to be really creative about how they developed their games. Sometimes it worked out, sometimes it didn't, but it forced them to do creative things. Talon companies in here? Nuka grenade. Giant soldier ant. Wait. I have the ant agonizer's costume. If I put on the ant agonizer's costume, can I control these ants? That should be a perk. That should be a perk. If I put on the antagonizer's costume, I should be allowed to control these ants. Well, probably not the one I've been shooting at. Yes, except Fallout 76 plays exactly like Fallout 4, except for a few small things. It's like Fallout 4 Online, a new map. Well, Fat Sack Fails, what do you think about Fallout 4? That's a big point of contention for everybody around these parts. Their opinions on Fallout 4. Bounty hunting in 76 is fun with the ghoul. It was fun with the ghoul from the series giving you the bounties. I haven't played that update yet, but I've heard it's good. There's also the perk system of 76 is top notch. That in Fallout 5. That's pretty neat. I'm all for. It is cool, I think, that they have the ghoul from the show in that. You can never have too much. Never have too much Walton Goggins. I love Fallout 4 mechanically. The gunplay is the best in the series, best it's been in the series. The mods are great. Things I don't like about the game, I can mod away. Fair enough. I feel like I agree with you in respects to like the core game mechanics, like the gun feel and all of that. I agree. I don't know. I guess the main story I don't really care about. It's kind of forgettable. The environment, I'm not. There's just something about it. Maybe it looks too clean and shiny or something, or too colorful. I don't know what it is, but I'm not super enthused by the environment or the setting. I think that the factions in New Vegas were more interesting than 4. I didn't do any of the like colony building or settlement stuff. Maybe I should do some settlement stuff. I think Fallout 4 is probably my least favorite of the recent ones, the modern ones at least. Although a lot of guys in here. It's kind of unfair that I can just one tap them. Oh, well, I have to 2-tap that guy. Ah! I forgot one. Ah, he snuck up on me. That was a panic. That was a panic shot. I wasn't even aiming at him. I just kind of panicked and ended up turning him to a pile of ash. I will say I do like the power armor more in Fallout 4 than in the other ones. And I'm glad that the show went with the Fallout 4 power armor. Ah! The fuck? You know what, Ant Queen? You freaked me out so much. You gave me a legitimate jump scare. I'm giving you the alien disintegrator treatment. Damn, she didn't drop anything? Where are you motherfuckers at? I hear you stomping around somewhere. Oh yeah, New Vegas is the GOAT. Perhaps it's because I've lived in Boston and the writing dropped in quality tremendously, and they just stole gunplay from Doom. I mean, if you're gonna steal it from anything, steal it from one of the best. There's a total conversion mod for Fallout 4 called Fallout London. Yeah, I've seen the Fallout London stuff. Brand new story, new lore, new characters, basically a new game. It's great. Fallout London, that's cool. It's so weird that Bethesda doesn't want to create a legitimate Fallout game outside of the US. They just want to stick to America, which I guess I can understand it as, you know, sort of retro Americana is the vibe of this game. But it would be interesting to explore this world outside of America. No, they borrowed the gunplay from Doom. Literally, literally, id Software people came and helped them with the guns. Oh, I didn't know that. I never used power armor, so it never mattered much to me. A potato. Can't be stolen if it's freely given. Copy their homework. Not broke, don't fix it. Of course, this is Bethesda, so everything else is broken. Yeah, no joke. Gonna curse me with that one. Knock on wood. I haven't crashed tonight so far. Fallout London is on GOG, but you need Fallout 4 Game of the Year. What do you mean it's on GOG? They're selling it? How are they selling it? Oh wait, they're doing, it's part of like, they have their community mod thing they do, don't they? Todd likes two things. Fascists wearing steel America. No, it's free. That's just where it's officially distributed. Okay, I didn't know that. I don't have Game of the Year edition of Fallout 4 though. Doom Dark Ages is on Game Pass. May have to grab that. It's free. You just need to own Fallout 4 Game of the Year. It's on GOG because the mod is so large there was nowhere else to host it. Jesus, how big is the mod? All right, so it looks like this place was just full of ants. Well, it's essentially a brand new game using Fallout 4 engine. 460? What? 460 gigs? No way. New textures, models, voices, music, everything. $460 gigs. Let me spent my beer. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. 460 gigs. No, I'm just kidding. Man, the fuck? You're eroding my trust in you, Taco. I was willing to believe whatever you told me without verification. Where the fuck did I come? Can my speech, is it possible for my speech to get any better? No. My speech and my science are peak. Speaking of Pokemon, I've been playing Pokemon Go a lot again since I stopped playing like an addiction. Just wish I didn't have to spoof because I live in the middle of nowhere. Currently have 933 out of 949 caught. Damn. The mod is about 64 gigs, including the original game. Okay, 64. That, I mean, that's still beefy for, beefy for a mod, but if you have to include the original game, it's not that bad. Downloaded Diablo 4 earlier, and that was 170. Yeah, I really kind of wish that developers would learn to start optimizing their games a little better. Oh yeah, I was dealing with these what? It's not where I should be. Where is the Citadel? There we go. Oh, it wants me to go that. No, I'm just gonna fast travel to the Citadel. Fallout 4 Game of the Year is about 30 gigs, so the mod is adding about an extra 34 gigs of stuff. Oh, that's a lot for a mod, for sure.
You honor us with your presence here.
Yeah, I know. What are you doing?
Hail.
Why are you sneaking
Go
around?
away. You're gonna get me chewed out.
Why are you sneaking around like a creep? The GPU and hard drive companies won't be able to sell you the bigger and better model. They're not. They're not trying to sell that to you anymore. They're selling that to AI. They're selling that to data centers and AI companies, which is why developers need to start optimizing better, because we're not going to be able to have as easy access to that shit anymore. Give me a solid 8. I'm glad I built my 2 gaming PCs when I did. I got in right under the wire on that. I really want a Star Trek RPG. I still want to play Bridge Commander with my VR headset. Right. Imagine I said that snarky comment like 5 years ago. Whoa, what the fuck is this? It's like Iron Giant. Damn, look at that thing. That's cool as hell. Oh, I'm gonna press the button. Insufficient power. Oh man.
Voice module online. Audio functionality test initialized. Designation: Liberty Prime. Mission: the liberation of Anchorage, Alaska. Primary targets: any and all red Chinese invaders.
This game is so fucking hardcore against Chinese people, man. Kind of crazy.
All this time spent acquiring technology, and we look like cavemen next to the Enclave. That is not acceptable.
The Enclave seems to have developed advanced plasma-based weaponry. I need to analyze our power armor.
What's the latest report?
Enclave strength is at 100%. They're getting reinforcements from somewhere, but we still haven't determined the location of their headquarters.
Very well. Thank you for the update. Need something, friend?
The Brotherhood is at your service.
Oh, I was just eavesdropping, that's all. You don't have to pay attention to me. Apparently, Jedi Survivor is still on Selvia Epic for 1049 till the 11th. Nice. Same here. I hope my laptop lasts 6 to 10 years of gaming joy. Communist detected on American soil. Lethal force engaged. Like, man, you gotta build a giant mech because of Chinese people? Oh, what are all these guys doing? Alex Dargan.
Hey, buddy. Hi. Yeah, so listen, thanks and all. Really great job you did there.
Oh, are these the guys I helped?
Yeah? And I have worked.
I need to collect my wits and figure out what to do next.
You also need to thank me.
Excuse me.
Boy, this place is...
Listen, thanks for getting us through that. I'm not stupid. I know we wouldn't have made it without you.
At least this
I'm
guy's
sorry that
legit.
Dad, and I'm sorry I've acted like an ass.
Yeah, this guy's cool. Hey, we're cool.
Great. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know.
You see, that's all. That's all. Why can't she be like that? Why can't she just be like, hey, I'm sorry and thank you?
Hey,
Look. Look. Potato is the fucking messiah. Potato is the messiah. I have done nothing but ascend to the ranks of like the celestial order here. So you would think that at least she would be a little nicer to me. Just a little nicer. I am a messiah amongst these people. I'd gift it, but I don't know your epic handle. That's all good. You don't have to gift it to me. Like, I enjoyed the first Jedi Order game, but I don't think I really care enough to play the sequel, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm not that much of a Souls-like kind of fan. I appreciate that they were able to make a Star Wars-themed Souls-like game, but not enough to play the sequel. No, not Chinese people. Chinese government. Sounds less bad. Yeah, I guess so. The red Chinese government. The fact that they keep saying red, though. Like, I know they're referring to communism, but it just kind of has, like... It comes off of their... It rolls off their lips a little weird. It's a hard R red. They say it with a hard R. It makes me uncomfortable. I am uninspired in these games when I create a character and just make myself. So my character was Asian. I went through this whole game waiting for somebody to say something racist. Lol. Thankfully, that's not really a thing in the games. I don't know. I've felt some racial animus here and there.
Need something, friend? Hail. You honor us with your presence here. The Brotherhood is at your service.
It very much is. Potato is the second coming of death. I just play it on story mode difficulty. Oh, I meant bigoted interaction with player characters. I'm aware of Fallout's bigoted undertones and bigoted overtones.
All right, thanks for the information.
I have those results you asked.
Pretty impressive work for a civilian, bringing the doctor here in one piece. Sarah Lyons, Sentinel and Commander of Lion's Pride. Welcome to the Citadel.
Here's a holotag.
Talk to Scribe Jameson.
Okay, where can I find Scribe
She spends
Jameson?
most of her time in the archives. You'll find them in A-Ring, near the Great Hall. I've read the reports, seen the initial scans, but I can hardly believe it. I figured those radio transmissions were just old recordings. Never figured the Enclave would actually show up, in the flesh. But don't worry. Whatever they try, we'll be ready for it. I'll lead the Pride to knock them out tomorrow, if my father permits it. It's the best of the Brotherhood, bar none. No one gets in without my say-so. In my father...
All right, bid me farewell. I don't really care. Who am I supposed to find? Scribe Rothschild.
Hail. Scribe Rothschild wanted those AMS tests done right away, so I went ahead and handled it for you.
Well, you mind telling me where Scribe Rothschild is?
The robot isn't going to fix itself.
Precisely what I'd like to speak with you about.
There he
What's
is.
this I hear about power consumption actually increasing? We both know that's not an option.
We've been over this. A slight modification to one system and all the subroutines go haywire. Don't worry, I'm on it.
Great, more evil bankers.
Child, old friend, you're a brilliant technician. But this old man's patience is wearing thin. I want a full status report in 3 hours.
All right, all right. I'll see what I can do. May I start by saying that I am sorry for your loss. I was acquainted with your father many years ago. The world has lost one of its few remaining visionaries. I have been a part of the Brotherhood for many years, enough that I was here when Project Purity first began. I did not work directly with your father. He and his team valued their independence, and I respected that.
Thanks for your sympathy.
Think nothing of it. Now, Dr. Lee has explained your predicament. You need to locate some Vault-Tec equipment?
Although I was looking for something called a GEC. I have one.
A GEC? Goodness no, certainly not. I must say that there are some who doubt such a device really exists, let alone works. If, however, you share your father's determination, I may be able to assist you in locating one. Possibly. I'm afraid I won't be able to assist you directly. The news Dr. Lee has brought will require me to be elsewhere. I can, however, give you access to an old pre-war computer from Vault-Tec. It may have the information you need.
You'll find the terminal in the archives in the A-Ring.
You are welcome. If you require further assistance, I may be able to help.
All right, where's the A-Ring?
Welcome.
There's been a shutdown in the port shoulder system. Looks like the gyros are locked up again. It'll take a few hours to clean it out.
Fuck, where am I going? It's upstairs? The way up there. Oh, I want a fist fight. How can I fist fight?
I don't think that Paladin Gunny would be very happy if he saw me talking to an outsider. I don't think that Paladin Gunny would be very happy.
Come on, I want a fist fight. I bet you I could take them both on at the same time. I finished Star Wars Maul Shadow Lord last night. That series is so good. Glad it's getting a second season. I just saw something. I didn't really look into it. I just saw that like the first reviews for Grogu or Mandalorian Grogu dropped, and it's not looking too pleasant. I'll have to look into that. The fuck? Guess I got the information I needed. Oh, here it is right here. It got a Gek in 87. The fuck is 87? And why did they stop short? They were so close to calling it a gecko. Just name it a gecko. Figure out a word for the O and call it a gecko. Going to go lay down. Allergies have been awful. Love you. Love you too, Lulu. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out. I hope you feel better soon. Allergies are awful. Get some rest. My allergies have been pretty bad too. My allergies are always bad, but certainly in recent weeks.
Did you have any success with that old terminal? I take it, as it happens, the Brotherhood has some information about Vault 87. Let me show you what we know.
Yo! Captain Spider Monkey, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome to the Raiders. I appreciate it. He hit you with the shout out here. Hope you had a good stream. Phasmophobia. You were playing Phasmophobia. Holy Lord. I got uneasy just reading that. I am the worst in the world at playing horror games. So you have my respect. You have my respect. How goes the Wasteland? It goes. I'm kind of, honestly, I'm a little OP. I'm a little OP right now, so I'm just kind of destroying everything that comes across, everything I come across. So it's still fun though. I enjoyed this game. This is my first playthrough of it, so I'm having a pretty good time. I just finished the DLCs. Nope, haven't played that in a long time. Oh, really? I wonder why it said that then. Weird. Oh, Lumia stream is telling me something different than Nightbot. Nightbot is saying DJs. I don't know why Lumia stream is saying Phasmophobia. That's weird. DJs. Are you a DJ? Horror games are so fun and so stressful. Yeah, you should have watched me and Lulu playing Mortuary Assistants. That was stressful as hell for me. No Phasmo, it was DJ Music Stream. Oh, nice. Awesome. Hell yeah. All good. In October, I stream horror games every day. It's awful.
Vault 87 has been highlighted for you. There.
You see, actually, that's what I do in October, too. That was when Lulu and I played Mortuary Assistant. Like, every October, I try to play horror games every stream. It doesn't always work out too well, especially if I'm playing them by myself here. Legendary coward in that respect, but I always try at least. Love me a good horror game. Have you played Demonologist? That was another one Lulu and I played last year, last Halloween. We did Mortuary Assistant and we did Demonologist. And both of those games were a real tough time for me. That was a real tough time. I don't know which one was easier. Baby Mortuary Assistant? But either way, I just don't do well in the horror category. Even though I recognize that those games, that's where the content is watching someone push themselves through that kind of a thing. Have you ever played Layers of Fear? That's a good horror game that's not too terrible if you're a baby. It's still creepy and scary, but it's a good time. It's funny you should mention that. Mortuary Assistant, I think that was the first game that I feel like that was the first game that Lulu and I played on for Halloween like a few years ago. See if I yeah, I think this is. If you're curious about how I would handle a baby game like Layers of Fear. His music is okay. There he is. He's right there. He's hanging out.
Stay there.
This was the second Layers of Fear.
Mind your business.
What's he doing? I'm fucking running.
Everywhere go.
This room?
Lock it. Lock it. Lock it.
Ah!
Lock it. Just close the door.
I tried. I could not.
All right.
I tried to. You motherfucker. I try. Oh, you better not put me. Yeah, so that's how I do with Layers of Fear. In case you were curious, I am legendarily bad at horror games, but I always try. I will always try. And if you have suggestions, like for those that are new to the stream, I play games that people suggest to me. Don't much matter what the genre is. So if you have a game that you think I should try out, by all means, toss me a suggestion. I'll try it out. What I do around these parts. Even if it's a horror game, it may take a little bit of courage for me to get to it, but I will eventually get to it. All right.
Entrance to Vault 87 will be particularly difficult for you, I'm afraid.
I can handle it.
Can you now, without even knowing what the problem is? I suppose, then, you have a way to deal with lethal levels of radiation around the vault? You share your father's determination, it seems.
I'm a mutant. I
And
can
in
handle the
this
radiation,
case, you
thanks to
are
Moira.
correct. There may well be another way. Vault 87 is located very close to the site of Lamplight Caverns. It is entirely probable that the vault may be entered from within the caves. Attempts were made, but our resources are stretched thin. The radiation proved fatal, and so our efforts were focused elsewhere. Perhaps you will have more success. I wish we could do more, but the Brotherhood potentially faces a very pressing, very real threat in the Enclave. All of my efforts must now be devoted to assessing the threat they may pose to us. I'm sure you understand.
Ain't no thing, big dog. Search Lamplight Caverns.
Oh, come on.
I'm pretty sure that I can handle the radiation. I think back in my house I have like special radiation suit.
On
I've got my what is it even a part of my thing? Where could I see my mutations? Rad regeneration. After an experimental treatment, intense radiation keeps your body keeps your body operating at peak performance regardless of crippling injuries right up until death. When you suffer from advanced radiation poisoning, crippled limbs automatically regenerate. Okay, so I guess that only helps if I have crippled limbs. I don't have like the rad resist. I guess there's a perk for rad resistance that I never got. Daniel, wait, what the fuck? What's up with your health, Daniel? Wait, where's Daniel at? He was on the brink of death. Both were good. They made a mortuary assisted movie. I watched that movie, and I will say the movie was very faithful to like the game. But I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if I would classify that as being like a good thing. The first game doesn't have fail states when you get chased. It just changes the story to fit. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. I don't jump too often, but I played this game called In Out, and I had the biggest jump in my life. All right, well then I'll avoid that game. Bulging Warrior was worth it. Is this your first playthrough? Yeah, this is my first playthrough of this game. What the fuck? Why am I way down all of a sudden? Oh, okay.
Hey there.
Rad X protection suit, maybe Radaway, you'll be fine. That's what I'm gonna try. Let's see. This is what I want. Environment suit is rad resistance plus 30. The lab coat is plus 20. The radiation suit is plus 30. What's the... This also gives me plus 5 meds. Not that I really need that. 4 armor, 6 armor. I think the environment suit is the way I want to go. Grab the environment suit. I'll put the antagonizer shit. I'll be back in a second. Gotta use the bathroom. All right. Where are you trying to get to now? Empire Village and Vault 87. Yes. He's already been to a big town, so sister settlement? Have I? Yo, Captain Spider Monkey, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Hell yeah, thank you. Oh, and you get the explosion of emotes too. I don't know why. I need to play some kind of a sound when that happens too. Hell yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, I think that's all I want. Or
All
what
of
the
us here
fuck?
thank you for everything you've done.
I know.
It's the best way to-
Thank you. Thank you for the Coke.
Certainly.
All right. Way over here. Oh, I haven't been to any of the things over here. I haven't been anywhere close to this side. Damn. All right, I guess I better start walking. Yeah, that's the place you defend it from the super mutants. That's on the other side, though. That's up here-ish somewhere. Somewhere around here. Yeah, big town's right here. I gotta go all the way over here. What service do you use for your alerts? Sound alert. Yeah, sound alert is what I use. Is that what that button does? You still have that one video with all the dogs running? Yeah, that's what plays when somebody follows me. Because, you know, the dogs are following you in their weenie outfits. Speaking of which, the weenie dogs will be here next week. There will be some weenie dog streams. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. I miss having those little buddies around. It's gonna suck for them though, because like I'm gonna be dog sitting them. And it's pretty much supposed to storm all next week. So I'm probably not gonna have like an opportunity to really take them on any walks. So they're gonna get a little cabin fever. I think that plays during raids. There's a different video that plays during the raids. You have to make the walk between the two at some point. Streamlabs website is good too, not their actual streaming app. Streamlabs is fine. Unfortunately, going to be the only service left soon with Stream Elements dying at the end of the month. Wait, what? Stream Elements is dying at the end of the month? Really? Why is Stream Elements dying? I canceled my Streamlabs subscription. Like, because yeah, their app is pretty awful. And there was a substantial increase in my performance once I moved over to OBS. And significantly less lag time on my YouTube stream. So I have no regrets about killing my Streamlabs, but... What the fuck? Oh, shit. Mole rats, you little dickheads? What were those guys doing to you? Little jerks. Just killed that cow for no damn reason. It's not confirmed, but it's heavily rumored because they took so much investor money and never figured out how to properly monetize. I got you. Their website just lets you add a browser source for their alerts via OBS. Yeah, that's what I use. That's what the emotes, those bouncing emotes and the exploding emotes and stuff. That's Stream Elements. So I use Stream Elements for that.
Who in the hell does he think he is? Who does he think he is?
Damn, these mole rats are fucking coming in fierce. I guess if Stream Elements goes away, I'm gonna have to figure out a different solution for my emotes. I like the exploding emotes and the bouncing emotes too. They cheer me up when I see them. Same here, I use it as well. I do have, like, I cobble together a bunch of different things that I guess I could probably just use one for. Oh, I'm punching you. I'm punching the shit out of you. Come on. Come on, crit him. Oh, shit. What the fuck was that? Oh, are you kidding me? Well, it was bound to happen at some point tonight. Lumia streamer, are you? Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, I have Lumia stream, which I could probably also use to create like alerts and stuff. I use StreamerBot. StreamerBot is for the on-screen chat that you see right there. Since I don't use Streamlabs anymore, I use OBS. I'm using StreamerBot and this browser mod thing to put the chat on the screen. But I'm pretty sure I could probably use StreamerBot to do a lot of that stuff too. RIP. You are entitled to 1 crash per stream. Those are the days on PS3. Lol. I've been slowly moving away from Stream Elements over the years. Climb 2 for chat, Ko-fi for tips, and Cruise Control for automations and OBS for integrations. I was thinking about Ko-fi as well, or Ko-fi coffee? Ko-fi coffee? I was thinking about that as well. I've never heard of Slime 2. Actually, I think Vince, I think you may have told me about Slime 2 at some point in the past. An Eve streamer I know is a partner of Lumia. Its features has been growing. I like Lumia. I just haven't spent any time trying to figure out how to configure it to do all the things that like I would like it to do. I should do that at some point, but I've got so many other projects going on right now, like any spare time. I started writing. I picked up my writing on my young adult novel again. After I read my outline, I was like, yeah, this is actually really awesome. I'm gonna pick this back up. Then I realized why I stopped, and it's because like I'm awful at writing a narrative. I think I'm pretty good at writing screenplays and scripts and dialogue, but like writing paragraphs of like narratives, I'm not that good at all. So, but the only way you get better is by practice. So I've got to force myself to actually sit down and write this shit out. Sophie is pretty popular. Oh, it's me and I zoned out real bad. What I missed? Yeah, what's up, Toaster? Welcome back to the stream. How you doing? I think you missed a lot. You missed me running around in a vault with a bunch of dudes yelling Gary at me. There's some offline. I'll admit I played this a little bit offline, and you missed some offline stuff. Like the Republic of Dave. That didn't last very long. stumbled across the Republic of Dave, and that was a tragedy. Agatha's cabin. I got her violin. I can actually play her radio station now.
To the traveling merchant who only goes by the name Crow, I thank you for all the times you spent keeping me company. Enjoy the music, my love.
Oh, also, I was in the ocean and was sad about being in the ocean. I do want to play that, Subnautica 2. I do want to play that at some point. We are discussing stream things, Fallout crashing, how good, bad certain opinions on Fallout are. Yeah, I guess we have been, like, discussing a broad range of things. That radio's is really loud. Turn that down a bit. Oh, I also got my friends to watch When the Wind Blows. They asked if I'm okay because it's my favorite movie. I've never even heard of that.
But this is just a quick thank you to my new friend. Thank you for bringing me what I've been searching for all these years.
There's a special way to make the Dave thing not end in tragedy. That guy was a jerk anyways. And it didn't affect me any. He mouthed off to me. I had to cap him. And look, I'm still a messiah. I'm still a messiah, so even Jesus hates Dave. Fuck. Let them fight. Wait, the scorpion beat the robot? What the fuck? Damn, this motherfucker can haul ass too. You opportunistic asshole. I don't even want your meat.
Music has always been an important part of my life. I hope you enjoy listening to these pieces as much
I'm 100% up for doing a collab of Subnautica 2. If I ever grab it here in a bit. How much is it? Well, a way to make it where only Dave dies and someone else takes over the area. Yeah, that probably would have been the preferable ending. Everybody else seemed cool. I didn't kill... There was only like 3 people that I had to kill once Dave popped off on me. Oh yeah, nah, fuck Dave, lol. I made it so Dave lost the election and just left. I didn't even know there was like an election aspect to it. As soon as I talked to Dave, he said something. I didn't even respond violently. I just responded a little bit like a jerk, and then he decided to try to kill me. Glooped. He got glooped. You know, I didn't even notice this death claw. What? He had the cage key? Did he I guess, wait, he was shooting at me. When did he have time to unlock the cage? Agatha, I'm not gonna lie, you kind of suck.
The issue at hand is, well,
I went through a lot of trouble to get you that damn violin. This is the best you can do?
This next piece reminds me of something my husband said. Friendship is like a violin. Even if the music stops, you'll still have the strings.
You fix the vote, he leaves and dies in some random area where you find his corpse, lol. $30? $30 Rinos? I'll wait for it to go on sale. Can't wait for Fallout Season 3. I need it now. You're gonna be waiting for a while. Oh yeah, it's gonna be dope. Bro, she's like 90 and only had a blank with strings to practice. Give her a break, lol. I mean, she made it sound like she was gonna be fucking Yo-Yo Ma or some shit. Like, oh, I need to risk my life in this vault for this special violin. Oh, I saw it too, but it was a little bit too late. Okay, that's kind of sketchy. Don't want to get near that shit. Why is it doing that? I don't like it doing that. Wait, there's arrows on the floor? Huh. Why are there arrows pointing to this? I wasn't about to step on it and figure it out the hard way, though. She's probably the only person in the living memory who knows how to play. I guess that's true. Listen, objectively, she's the greatest living violinist in the world. I don't know about the world. Like, do we know what the rest of the planet is like in the Fallout world? Because all we know is this is America. I mean, London is not... I guess London isn't canon, but is the rest of the world also like this? Or are they just, like, kind of chilling, watching America in a state of disarray? It wouldn't be too far off from, like, our current reality. What? The little scorpion's chasing me too? What? The big scorpion's chasing me? Hey, Super Mutant and Scorpion, you two fight each other. You two fight each other. Whoop. What? They're too hyper-focused on me. Oh. Can I... The fuck? Why can't I... There we go. That does nothing. What the fuck is... Oh, a death claw. There's all sorts of fucking things in here. Alright, I'm gonna let these guys fight. Actually. boy. A mess of an area this is.
Just a word to my wasteland friends out there. Stay safe, stay healthy, and above all, stay happy.
See, she can do the wiggle on the strings where you wiggle the stick thingy a bit. That's hard. Just saw via Reddit a news article where Minnesota has become the first state to ban prediction markets. Hope that spreads. Yeah, that's objectively a good thing. People who engage in prediction markets scare the fuck out of me. I mean, that's like a whole other level of gambling addict or con artist. There's a lot of scamming going on there too. See, Toaster thinks you wiggle the stick to make the vibrato. That's basically the understanding of the instrument. That's basically the understanding of the instrument in the Wastelands. That's funny. Yeah, it's your finger. But not that I'm any kind of expert on being a violinist. Lol, Bethesda has declared that there will be no stories set outside America because they hate things that aren't fucking boring. Imagine a Fallout in Japan where most of the factions are like massive fucking floating cities because most of the actual island is flooded. That would be interesting. That would be neat. The rad roaches there would be psychotic. I'll tell you that much. Crippling the stinger is usually a way to go with scorpions. A Fallout in Canada where the faction's trying to establish contact with the NCR and another wants to maintain independence because, bro, no, fuck America. I'm telling you, I still want to make my Fallout game where it's basically just like crime scene cleaner or house flipper, and you're just repairing the wasteland. That's it. Like all of the quests are. It would be a Fallout game that would basically be categorized as a cozy game because all of the quests, there's going to be no high stakes quest. All of the quests are going to be like, oh, we ran out of detergent. They have detergent in the next town over. Can you please go to the next town and buy me some detergent? Like that would be the quest. That would be like the main quest. And you would clean up the mess. You would repaint. You would spackle. You would repair. You would clean up the rubble. You would get your supply chains going. There would even be maybe not super cozy. Maybe there'll be a little bit of like a City Skylines, Sim City sort of thing where you could get your supply chain between the two cities or multiple cities going again to really rebuild society, clean it up, get the trucks and trains running, get people feeling good. Establish a clothing store. Hey, we notice it's been 200 years since the bomb dropped, and you're still running around in fucking dish rags and loincloths. Hey, how about a pair of chinos? You want a pair of chinos? Seems nice, right? Seems nice. You want some new shoes? A good pair of shoes. That's what'll get you through the wastelands. By the way, can we stop calling it wastelands now? It's been 200 years. I feel like we could probably increase our self-esteem and maybe even a little bit of pride in our environment to the point where we might want to clean up and paint and whatnot if we stopped referring to it as a wasteland. Like, let's do the little things to help reestablish society. What a fun party you got going on over there. A ghoul sitting in Chernobyl just smoking a fat cigar while the fucking air is glowing. In the lore, you get some references to how things are in other countries. Mexico is in rough shape. Canada was awful before the bombs. England is pretty rough. Yo, I want one in Mexico. That'd be fucking sick. I love that. God, that'd be what I want, lol. Good evening, good peeps. Hope you're all safe and stoned. How are you doing, Devin? What's new? Yo, what's up, Genetic Memory Farms? Welcome back to the stream. How are you doing? Where do I insert my money into the screen? You would search your money into the screen in the form of a subscription. Not that that's gonna guarantee that any of this shit will materialize. It'd be cool if it did. Fallout House Flipper and Crime Scene Cleaner win. That's what I want. That's what it should be. But Bethesda doesn't have the balls to do that. Bethesda does not have the balls to do that. Like, even Activision were willing to be like Call of Duty. Hey, how about we say fuck you to World War II, and we're just gonna turn this into like Metal Gear Solid shit. You know, you're gonna have the highest tech weaponry, cloaking devices, and all sorts of crazy shit. Like, that's Call of Duty now. We're not fucking with that World War II thing anymore. Dude, this might be your pitch idea for a new game. I'll stop calling it the Wasteland when the cannibals stop eating anyone who wanders too far off the trade route. Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with those cannibals for sure. I'm working on a story where they had the apocalypse, but it's been like almost 2 centuries. So at this point, you got an entire, you've got entire countries set in tri-state areas now. Lol. Or like Todd Coward. Got him. I like that one. Todd Coward. This needs to be a ye old nerd studio game. Can't complain. Feet above ground, got chores to do, but you are good company. Thank you, I appreciate that. It's just life in normal Appalachia. Well, wouldn't you know it, that just happens to be where we're kind of set at here. All right, Agatha, that's enough out of your fucking chicken screeches. I ought to go to your house and rip that thing out of your old ass hands. Like, give me that. Here's the pitch. The game has a map. You move in like an old Fallout or Mountain Blade, where when your guy's moving on the map, time's going by, so you have a huge map of the general state, but you don't have to design the entire fucking thing and can actually make towns and cities proper size. Fuck was that? I do like the Mountain Blade component. Oh, there's another little party going on down here. Scorpions are mixing it up with everyone. Who are they fighting? Oh, whoever it was, he just killed him. God damn it, that tree got in the way. What the fuck is up with that fucking rock? This thing moves ass. This thing hauls ass, man. I can't be wasting time. This thing hauls ass. Oh, there's a second one. Ah! Oh, he's back on his feet. Always something I'm backing up against. Get off of me. Shit, they almost got me. Stay on your back. Little slut you are. Damn, I didn't even get the experience points for killing those assholes. Oh, bro, I hate Fallout 3 and you got me out here defending Fallout 3, lol. I would actually play a game where you work to build a town and clean up in a post-nuclear apocalypse. Yeah, no, it would be great. I think that would be fun, legitimately. Especially in a Fallout world because it's been long enough. They need to start cleaning this shit up. Mountain Blade could actually work because depending on how recent the apocalypse is, actual proper guns could be pretty rare or at least way too expensive to equip a full army with early game. Maybe a medieval dynasty aspect to it. So you're thinking like the Mountain Blade battles, not everybody's got a gun. I mean, that's accurate. It's like this game. There are people... I've been here before. There are people with clubs and lead pipes and shit, sledgehammers. Yeah. Oh, I could have just fast traveled to Evergreen Mills. What a fucking dummy I am. Now I gotta walk around this bitch. There's some zombie apocalypse mod for Mountain Blade, but I never gave it a fair go. For the first Mountain Blade or the second one? Entire quest line where you're repairing a drive-in theater by establishing routes for it to get materials it needs, and this happens after your faction's big enough to warrant repairing the roads. I mean, repairing the roads would have to be one of the first things you do. That's why in those city games, road building is like the first thing you do. So like, you'd have to build the roads first. The only fix for that kind of game is like RimWorld. Then the Yakuza style riff they play at the end of a side quest while your character watches families watching movies again. It's like Witcher 3. You walk into like an area that's overrun with like monsters, and you kill all the monsters, and at the end of it, there's like this little mini cutscene of like the villagers walking back into town, and then the town is repopulated. One would think ammo would run out quick and we would be back to slings, bows, and spears. Somebody in this world is like, they're still making a bunch of ammo. I don't know who, but someone's still making a bunch of it. Guns could be a rare thing until your settlement can access metalworking and drill press tools. Nah, I don't even know. Look, I think you guys are... My vision was like, we're getting away from running around in the wasteland shooting motherfuckers. Like, there are no guns. Everybody gave up on violence. Like, we've been doing violence for so long. I mean, this is basically Star Trek, right? Like, Star Trek, they had an apocalypse. They had a World War III. Billions of people died. And then after that, they were like, you know what? Let's do space communism instead. And that's basically what my game would be. Would be the transition from this to Star Trek space communism. Wrong one. Oops. Who are they shooting at? Is that an Enclave guy? Or is that one of the outcasts? Really poor decision on y'all's part. Brotherhood outcast. What the hell, man? How could you let yourself be taken by these dudes? No wonder you're an outcast. Maybe traveling entertainers boost your army's morale if they run into and if they repair a theater, they'll actually appear there after on a schedule. I have friends that's super into RimWorld. I know you've talked to me about RimWorld before. So, listen, my vision is focusing on repairing. I want to see what kind of movies people in this world would make. No, that's fine. I like that. I want to do that too. You have to smoke a lot of drugs to flesh out the story. I don't think so. I'm always on drugs. That's why I'm actually writing this crap. Get the theater repaired, and the first movie they play is Who Shot Captain Alex? Movies would probably start out as stage performances again before access to movies was granted. I think RimWorld has Twitch integration. Could be wrong. I keep hearing the random explosion. Oh, he ran away. Good. Run away. But also, Star Trek 2 still has violence, so it'd be good to have at least some guns. Star Trek's violence, yes, it does still. It's limited and not necessarily... It is so not the focus that it's actually kind of awkward. It's always awkward seeing it. I guess maybe the more recent Star Trek shows have probably done a better job of portraying violence in a non-awkward way, but I actually kind of prefer the awkwardness. It underscores the point that... It underscores the fact that, you know, the violence isn't the point. You can incorporate a resident satisfaction feature to it. Building, what the fuck? The pain. I'm switching weapons. Had enough of you too. Ah, jerks. But also, Star Trek resident satisfaction feature to it, building rapport to establish a federation. Voyage Home and First Contact are my favorite Star Trek movie. Like how old Star Trek emphasized that the violence didn't fit on purpose. Exactly. Double time. I love watching Riker beat up his Klingon lieutenant when he made a commander in the exchange program. Double-fisted punch and judo throw, Starfleet 1-2 combo. I never understood the double-fisted punch. That was always so weird to see. Star Trek had a whole episode where it was supposed to emphasize how horrific it was. No triumphant music or anything, just characters who are horrified dying until the fighting's over. And as they're leaving the station, getting reinforcements, and the protagonists are seeing, they're like year one college kids because of how fucked up things have gotten from the war. Lol. I don't think I've ever seen that episode. You know, maybe I'll watch some old TNG tonight to go to bed. I also, in addition to listening to white noise or ambient music or Morrowind lore, that was another thing you missed earlier, Toaster, is, damn you. Me talking about how, despite the fact that I don't like Morrowind, I do sometimes fall asleep listening to Morrowind lore videos on YouTube. Come on. All right, the vault's due north. Deep Space Nine, they had a whole war happen and shit got bad. Yeah, you see, I never really watched a lot of Deep Space Nine. I gotta cool it with that gun. The ammo's hard to come by for the alien weapons. That was the one where Jake goes as a war correspondent. What I really liked was the war didn't go. They have super weapon we have to stop. It was like supply routes and stuff. That's another episode during the war. I'm talking about the one like DS9 is a lot of good episodes. 9 is my current favorite. Yeah, I should watch DS9 then. Looped. Should be over here somewhere. Hold up, let me prepare myself. I'm not seeing any increase in rads, but I want to throw on my environment suit. Gonna get rid of the rats I do have. Take a Rad X. Just as a precaution. Fuck. Oh, you crashing on me? You fucking asshole. Oh my god, this fucking game. Hey, you know what? It's almost 1 a.m., so this is probably a good time for me to call it anyway. So I think Fallout was like, hey, you're staying up a little later than usual tonight. It's time to go to bed, buddy. I don't know where that last save was, but I guess I'll figure that out next time I stream. And the cards is probably my favorite. What? They find a Willie Mays card that Jake wants to get for his dad. Seasons 4 through 6 are the best IMO. My main favorite Star Trek episodes, probably Who Watches the Watchers. I should give that whole series another watch. I also love Voyager. I have mixed to negative feelings about Voyager. I already watch a lot of Voyager. Voyager and Deep Space Nine complement each other really well. It's funny they ran at the same time. Lol. DS9 would never work today in the era of 10 show episodes, or 10 shows, probably 10 episode seasons. Which I rant about that often. We should definitely return to 20 episodes a season. Yeah, Voyager's first episode started on DS9. Like, they were doing 20 some odd episodes a season, and then they would do a season every year. Like, there was no, oh, we're going to take a break for 2 years and then return with a 5-episode season. They did 20 some odd episodes year after year after year after year. Somehow managed to make it work. I love Deep Space Nine because it's really a good deconstruction and commentary on the Federation. I love Voyager because it's batshit insane. Voyager is pretty crazy. We need the one guy, episode 1 or season 1, episode 27, to replace everyone in this verse, especially specifically the evil version. What? The One Guy, season 1, episode 27. Later, all. Have a good night, all. Good stream, good job. Oh shit, 2 a.m. Yeah, it's a little late, but thank you everybody for stopping by and hanging out. I appreciate it. As always, thank you for the new followers and the new subs. I appreciate that as well. GG, good stream. Thank you very much. Oh, I'm way too fucked up. I should have showered hours ago. I'll be back. When am I going to stream next? Not tomorrow. I'll probably stream on Thursday. So I'll probably be back on Thursday. Hope to see you guys again then. I'll share context in Discord. Okay, cool. Hope to see you again on Thursday. If not, take care. I'll see you when I see you. Later, everybody.